sign anyway because I worked really hard on learning these signs. So, here you go, thank you. So, hello everyone. First, I would like to thank the parents, families, guardians, and friends of the Tujenge Scholars.
Mwaramutse neza. Ubwa mbere na mbere mbanje gushimira abavyeyi, imiryango, abahagarikizi n'abagenzi b'abanyeshuri ba Tujenge.
Your support of these students means a lot.
Ubufasha muronsa aba banyeshure n'ubw'agaciro kanini kuri twebwe.
And thank you to our dedicated teachers.
Reka nshimire kandi abigisha.
Jean de Dieu, Dominic, Nelson, Clinton, and Ashraf.
Jean de Dieu, Dominique, Nelson, Clinton, and Ashraf.
I don't tell them often enough how much I appreciate them and how much their efforts mean to me.
Akenshi sinama ndababwira ukuntu ndabashimiye nuko ukuntu ndabishimiye nuko ibikorwa byanyu ari iby'agaciro kadasanzwe kuri jewe.
Thank you, Eliel, who taught math, and Christian, who taught digital literacy to Cohort 9.
Ndashimiye cyane wewe Eliel wigishije ibiharuro, nawe Christian wigishije ubumenyi bw'ikoranabuhanga digital literacy. Abanyeshure bo muri Cohort 9.
And I'm also eternally grateful to our awesome interns and volunteers, particularly right now, the ones who have taught very important classes for Cohort 9, and we're always willing to advise them.
Ndabashimiye kandi cyane abamenyerezwa aribo twakwita aba-stagiaires n'abakorerabushake bénévole bacu batanze ivyigwa kandi bamwe biteguye gufasha Cohort 9. Juste wo muri Cohort 6, Shalom, Eric, Tondeste na Karen wo muri Cohort 7, Trésor, Michael, Yusra, Carlene, Satya na Kersi wo muri Cohort 8.
Just from Cohort 6, Shalom, Eric, Dustin, and Karen from Cohort 7. Trésor, Michael, Yusra, Carlene, Satya, and Kersi from Cohort 8. And I also want to thank our other interns who work so hard to support Tujenge, especially Audace, Yalid, and Liz from Cohort 7, Clary and Gael from Cohort 8, Carlen and Shemen from Cohort 6, and there's probably others that I haven't listed, but those most recently.
Ndashaka kandi gushimira abandi bamenyerezwa bacu aba-stagiaires bakora cyane kugira abafashe Tujenge, cyane cyane Audace, Yaled na Lize bo muri Cohort 7, Clary na Gael bo muri Cohort 8. Ndabashimiye cyane bimwe bivuye ku mutima.
Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. You are incredibly important part of making the Tujenge experience a good one for Cohort 9.
Ndabashimiye cyane bimwe bivuye ku mutima. Mugize uruhande runini cyane rwatumye ivyiyumviro vya Tujenge biba byiza kuri Cohort 9.
Thank you, Simon, Francine, and Bosco and Claude and Solo for taking care of us.
Ndabashimiye cyane Simon, Francine na Jean Bosco kukuntu mutwitwararika.
Thank you, Yves, Fulgence, Adrian, Patrick, Vital, and Emery for keeping Tujenge safe.
Ndabashimiye cyane Yves, Fulgence, Adrien, Patrick, Vital na Emery kukuntu murinda umutekano wa Tujenge.
And thank you to my friend and to Jenge house manager, Samplist, who I know I have not spent enough time with this year.
Ndagushimiye cyane nawe mugenzi wanje akaba n'umuyobozi w'inzu ya Tujenge Simplist. Wewe nibaza ntakekeranya ko noba ntashoboye kuronka umwanya ukwiriye wo kumanana nawe muri uwo mwaka uheze.
Thank you to our executive director, Etienne Mashuli, and the board of directors for believing in us, believing in the scholars, and believing in the positive change that Tujenge scholars will bring to their country.
Reka nongere nshimire umuyobozi wacu mukuru Etienne Mashuli n'inama yose y'abarongozi mu kutwizera mukizera aba banyeshure no kucizere mufise n'ihinduka ryiza abanyeshure ba Tujenge bazozanira igihugu cabo.
Thank you, Joy, for translating, and Clary, if we get a chance to translate, thank you for volunteering.
Naje horanshimiye murakoze Joye.
Thank you, Christian, for emceeing. Oh, no, that wasn't on my thing, I'm sorry.
Murakoze Christian. Murakoze Christian. Appreciate ko kuri kurakora.
Thank you to my parents, Joe and Carol, who find it really difficult for me to be so far away from home, but continue to support my decision to be here.
Reka nshimire cyane ababyeyi banje John na Cohort bigora cyane kwakira ukuntu mba kure yabo kure yo muhira mugabo bakabandanya gushigikira ingingo yanje yo kuba hano naho bimeze uko.
Thank you to Brad, who shaped not just the curriculum, but the very culture of Tujenge. Even though he is gone, he continues to teach.
Reka nshimire Brad warakoze cyane uruhara rudasanzwe wagize ku byerekeye indero umuco wa Tujenge naho utagihari twebwe ubandanya wigisha.
And thank you to all the friends and family of Brad who have supported Tujenge alumni in Burundi through the Brad Gasser Memorial Scholarship. These students would not be attending university if it weren't for you. And I know you're not here, but I wanted to say thank you anyway.
Nukuri reka nshimire abagenzi ba Brad n'umuryango wiwe wose bashigikiye abanyeshure bahejeje muri Tujenge mu Burundi biciye muri Brad Gasser Memorial Scholarship. Aba banyeshure ntibari gushobora kuja muri kaminuza iyo hataba mwebwe.
You can move so you can see me, because I'm signing this way.
Sure.
Now for cohort 9. Yes, if there's one thing, can you hear me? Yes. There's one thing I can tell you for sure, it's that life is unpredictable.
Namwe kuri mwebwe murangije mwebwe ko batice niba hari ikintu koko nababwira ubuzima ntibumenyewe.
My friend Brad Gasser liked to remind Tujenge students of this.
Umugenzi wanje Brad Gasser yarakunda kubyibutsa abanyeshure.
We can try our best and we can hope for the best, but we would never really know what will happen in the end.
Icyo twokora ibyo dushoboye tukabikora neza ariko by'ukuri ntitumenya ibizoshika inyuma yaho.
It's a scary feeling, I know, that you can have a dream, you can make plans, you can work hard, and you can do all the right things, and then realize that life is not going to turn out the way you thought.
ku by'ukuri birateye ubwoba. Urashobora kugira indoto ugategura imigambi yawe ugakora cyane n'ingufu kandi byose ukabikora neza, ariko mu nyuma ukabona ko ubuzima butariko buragenda mu nzira yawe kuko wari wifuza ko bigenda kandi byose wabikoze neza.
But Brad would say, and I agree, that this is precisely what makes life so exciting and beautiful and mysterious.
Ariko Brad yashavuga kandi na jewe ndabyemeza, ibi nyene uko bimeze nibyo bituma ubuzima buryoha buba bwiza.
Life is about the journey, not the destination, he would say. And if things turn out differently than you expected, that's okay.
Yavuga ubuzima si urugendo gusa. Ubuzima ni urugendo mugabo si aho uza gushika. Ibintu birashobora kugenda utari byifuza, ariko ntukiyabura ntacyo bitwaye, that's okay.
It is really the memories and the friendships that you make on the way that are the most important.
Igihambaye cyane ni ubucuti ugiranira n'abo muba muri kumwe muri urwo rugendo hamwe n'ibyo uhakura.
You and I, Cohort 9, we can look at each other now, and we have a special understanding of the statement, life is unpredictable.
Mwebwe na jewe Cohort y'icenda turashobora kurabana mu maso kandi twese turashobora kwemeza iri ryungane rikurikira: ubuzima ntibumenyerwa, life is unpredictable.
We can look each other in the eyes, even for just one short glance, and a whole universe of thoughts can pass between us. Without any of us speaking or signing a single word.
Ku by'ukuri turashobora kurabana mu maso mwebwe na jewe, ndazi neza yuko ibyiyumviro byinshi cyane byoduca mu mutwe kandi atanumwe ariko aravugisha uyundi, atajambo na rimwe tubwiranye, ibyo byiyumviro bikaguma bituzunguruka byinshi cyane.
Earlier this year, I lost my younger brother, Chris.
Mu ntango z'uyu mwaka narabuze umuvukanyi wanje Chris.
His death, like Brad's, was sudden and unpredicted.
Urupfu rwiwe nk'urwa Brad byabaye ibintu atanumwe yari abyiteze.
And as with Brad, my heart continues to break from it.
Nko kwa Brad nyine umutima wanje uracababaye, sindashobora kubyakira.
And you all were there for me, even though it meant I was unable to be with you for longer than expected.
Kandi mwese muri ibi bihe bitoroshe mwabibanyemo nanje, naho ntashoboye kubana namwe igihe kirekire nk'uko nari ndabyifuza.
During that time, you didn't think of yourselves. You only thought of how you could be there for me.
Muri ibyo bihe ntimwiyumvira uruhara rwanyu, icyo mwiyumvira cyonyine cyari kuba kwishyira mu kibanza cyanjye ukabana nanjye.
That one really shows your capacity for empathy, a core value of Tujenge and an underestimated quality in today's world. That means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me.
Ibyo byose byerekana ubuntu bwanyu ari ikintu cy'agaciro cyane muri Tujenge. Ni ikintu gihambaye cyane n'abantu bagiha agaciro.
The unpredictability of life also made me think of a joke from one of my brother's favorite comedians.
Ubuzima uko bumeze butamenyerwa, ukuntu butamenyerwa byatumye niyumvira inkuru itwenza, ijoke ivuye ku w'umukomediya yari umukomediya professional w'umuvukanyi wanje musaza wanje.
It goes, I'm tired of following my dreams, so I'm just gonna ask my dreams where they're going, and I'll meet with them later.
Ibyo byuganirwa ubukurikira. Jewe ndarusha no gukurikira indoto zanje. Ahubwo icyo jewe nzokora, nzobaza izo ndoto nyine uriko urajahe. Hama icyo nzokora, nzogusangayo wagiye. Muga nzokubaza uriko urajahe wa ndoto.
This joke is a play on the idiomatic expression, follow your dreams.
Iyi joke ni by'ukuri womenga nyene ni joke niyo kwikinira, ariko iriko irakubwira ati kurekera indoto zawe, follow your dreams, kubera ko urazibwira zigenda ukazikurikira uzosanga iyo ziri.
But it works as a joke, I think, because we so often assume that life is predictable enough for us to follow any plan we can craft for ourselves, that the world is stable enough to guarantee certain outcomes if only you follow the instructions.
Ariko naho ari ijambo ritwenza cyane, nibaza yuko ifata ubuzima nk'ukuntu wovuga ubuzima buramenyerwa, hanyuma ukabukurikira, ugakurikira amaplan yawe uko uri kurayubaka mw'isi iri stable ku buryo ushobora kuvuga ati hari ikintu kizova, certain outcomes.
But that is just not how life works.
Ariko ubuzima si uko bumeze.
Things change, and sometimes your dreams and ambitions change with them. And again, that's okay.
Ibintu birahinduka, kandi n'indoto zanyu n'amanditso yanyu arahinduka nk'uko ibintu bihinduka, kandi navyo ntaco bitwaye. It's okay.
But we can also make things happen. We might not be able to predict the outcome, but maybe we can influence it.
Ariko naho biruko turashobora gutuma ibintu bikorera, turashobora kuba tutazi uko bizogenda ku buzima butamenyere, mugabo turashobora kubw'influence, turashobora gukora ibintu bigahinduka.
You all have shown the world what is possible when you decide to make things happen.
Mwese mwarashoboye kwereka isi yose yuko bishoboka iyo mwafashe idecision, iyo mwigiriye ingingo yuko bitegerezwa kuba, mwarabyerekana ko.
You've brought school supplies to children whose families can't afford them.
Mwarashoboye gufashisha ibikoresho abana, abanyeshuri ku badashoboye kubironka.
You've hosted art competitions and debates and even your own leadership programs.
Mwarashoboye gutegura amahiganwa, amakompetisiyo, hamwe n'ibyo twokwita amadeba. Mwararerekanye koko amakarita yanyu y'uburongozi mushoboye.
You've come up with creative solutions for waste disposal problems.
Mwarashoboye gutora inyishu z'akarorero ibibazo bihanze ibi bintu by'imicafu, ibintu tubona by'amaplastike aho tugiye hose bibangamiye mu nyuma yacu.
You've contributed to the education of deaf children in Bujumbura.
Mwaragize amakontribution adasanzwe kuri kundero y'abana cyane cyane abatumva.
You've raised money to provide sanitary pads for rural girls so that they don't miss school.
Mwarashoboye kwegeranya uburyo kugira mufashe abigeme baba mu mice ya ruguru batabishoboye. Murashobora kubaronsa amapad, icyo twita amapetex tumenyereye mu boutique.
And so much more. I don't have enough time allotted in my speech to list them all.
Nukuri mwakoze ibintu byinshi cyane ku buryo ntushobora kubishyira kuri uru rutonde.
You have already contributed to making Burundi a better place.
Nukuri ku bikorwa byanyu mwaramaze gutangura gukora ibikorwa byo gutuma Uburundi buba ikibanza cyiza, igihugu cy'amata n'ubuki uko dusanzwe tubivuga.
Even if you don't know exactly what the outcome will be, you know that you've made a difference.
Naho mutaba muzi neza uko bizogenda mutazi amaresulta yabyo, mwebwe murazi kuko mutegerezwa gukora ibitandukanye kandi by'akarorero mutegerezwa kubikora naho mutaba muzi neza bizogenda.
So now, your job is to find your gift and figure out how to give that gift to the world.
Ubu rero ni umwanya mwiza wo kuraba neza ibyo mushoboye, hamwe ibyo mubishoboye mubifashishe muri iyi si, mubikore kugira mufashe isi, mubibyaze umusaruro ibyo mushoboye.
Even if it doesn't look like, it doesn't end up looking exactly the way you initially planned it.
Naho bitogenda uko mwabyiyumviriye mubikore.
Or how you initially pictured it. This graduation is not the end.
Kurangiza kwanyu si iherezo.
This is just the beginning of your journey as a Tujenge scholar.
Ahubwo aha muratangiye urugendo nk'abanyeshuri ba Tujenge.
Do not forget what you've learned here.
Ntimuze mwibagire ibyo mwigiye ngaha.
How to question the status quo.
Very good.
No? How to question why things are the way they are. How about that?
Ntimuze mwibagire kwama murabana amakenga ibintu mubona.
How to question what you see in the media.
Murabane iminsi yose amakenga ibyo mubona mu makuru, mu réseaux sociaux.
And above all, how to question yourself.
Ibirengeje byose namwebwe ntimuze mutinye kwibaza aya makenga koko ibyo muzi byose. cyane.
Never lose the impulse to question things.
Ntimuze mwigere mubura iyo SP yo kwibaza ku bintu.
You should be very proud of yourselves for reaching this achievement of completing the program, the Tujenge program.
Nukuri mutayaza kuryohererwa kuba mwashoboye kurangiza iyi porogaramu ya Tujenge.
I am more proud of you than words can say.
Nukuri ndabishimiye cyane kurya n'amajambo kurya nkoronka n'amajambo nakoresha ndabisigura.
Whatever you end up doing, you are the future of Burundi.
Ku byo muzahereza gukora ibyo ari byo byose menya ko muri kazoza k'u Burundi.
So keep making things happen.
So mubandanye mutuma ibintu bikoreka.
Thank you.
Murakoze.